Hey, welcome back to another weekend in Mr. Smith Garage. We're here in the garage, Jack, the Volkswagen Vanagon, and we are 100% air-cooled on this one. So for all you air-cooled lovers, there's got to be more than 650 air-cooled Vanagon people out there watching YouTube. So if there is, and you feel the need to subscribe to my channel where we go through all kinds of stuff. I've had an air-cooled Vanagon since in the last probably 6 years ago is when I got the first one, and you can see all those videos that I did with that one. But this is our 81. I've had it for about 5 years, but I just started working on it because I had so many other projects going on. Today, in prepping for this engine to go into the rear end, if you haven't followed along, I'm looking through my parts that I have for heater, and I'm trying to figure out where those all go. Because, you know, all the plasticky ones, like this one here, go above the engine. So I've got two of the same hoses here. So these all go up above. This is going to go like that. So it's like a puzzle. So this is going to go on here first, like so. And down here. And then we'll have one of these metal ones find its way down here, and then another metal one that goes from here to here, which is probably this little corner one, possibly. Yeah, I think that's going to be the one that goes in there. Okay, then I have these ones. Looking at this, let's see. Yeah, I think that long one's going to go there, and it's going to connect into the heater box. But then I've got this one, and I'm thinking, I've got a spare one of these. So let's take a look over here. Aha! Nope, that is different spare. Maybe it goes up into this one, which is the single, which I don't have yet. Over here. If that's the case, then this will probably go somewhere back in here. Aha! And maybe it connects on there, and that is not supposed to be bent. And that one we know goes over here to this one. So the key is to know where these all go and see if it's something that we want to put in first before we put the engine in, or if we've got enough room under there to do it after the engine is in. And I know this one will go in a lot easier before the engine goes in, because it's going to go up underneath there. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed and you have an air-cooled Vanagon, what cooler thing to do than to subscribe to Mr. Smith's Garage. Ran into just a little bit of a snag on our exhaust. So again, this is California emissions exhaust. This piece is EGR filter. It's supposed to go here, which, you know, on my other one it goes there. But what I found is it's a little bit wider on there, which is fine. The gasket should make up for that if we do a softer gasket. And this is it's the right size to go on the down pipe that's there on the back of the engine. But these threads are not good at all. You can see they've been rounded out, and it's pretty rough. But I'm not going to buy a new piece of this exhaust, so we're going to have to figure out what to do here. I could technically drill it all the way through and then put some new threads in there, maybe a size higher. But I just want to make sure that I get this, like that if I drill it and do a size higher, it would need to be to the outside, or I might have to drill this piece a little bit to give it some movement back and forth. But I think what I'd like to do is put studs in there. So I know I've seen it where you can put in a 8 by 1.25 thread stud that goes down to a 6 by 1.0. So I'm gonna go look for those at, I think Ace Hardware is where I saw those. So what I was gonna work on now is gonna put the shifter box in and then funnel this down through, because I want to see where that brake, not the brake line, but the hydraulic line for the clutch cylinder goes. I'm going to set this up and we'll see where we can see what's going on. Okay, I think I got a good angle here. So this is where the box, the shifter box goes. I think I'm going to take my gloves off. Got to have some good dexterity here to get these started. Try this one. Okay, so let's see if I can pull this down. Okay, now let's get at least one of the other side over here. This is definitely the harder side because it's kind of smashed in there with the heater duct. Okay, I got that one started. Good. All right, that takes some good finger dexterity there. So now we got all the nuts in, even on that side. That is funny how they did that. Huh. Okay, so what we're shooting for now is we're gonna put the shifter thing, it's gonna go right down the line there, up over the top of that stuff. I've got these two here. Oh, and I gotta get that hose up over the top of it. Okay, let me show you what it looks like down here. So what's nice is it's all red, so you can kind of see it. So it goes through this, and I got to get this bushing in through here. I think I need to take that off and kind of squish it through each one. Then it goes through that hole down there. Gas tank's going to be all right here, so that's why we got to get the stuff in beforehand, and then we'll grease this up. And I think I want to change the way that this is, unless I can get it to hold itself up. Then if it's held up, then it won't be touching the shifter linkage. So we'll see. Or I could just put a piece of hose around it like they've got there. Okay, nicely done. And see, it goes up in this box once we get the shifter down in there. That's where that goes. Okay, I gotta remember to record this stuff. So working on this. So there is a piece that goes in between there, and then on these there's alignment holes based on what vehicle you have. So these are the alignment holes, and then we're gonna use these. This is a 6 mil thread. So the alignment on there is really important, but we're gonna get the stuff underneath done first. All right, so we're going down under. But here is our shifter, and here is this rod, and we've got to get that bolt through here, and then make sure it stays underneath there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to attempt to do here. Oh no, that's 10. Okay, so I got the right wrench on one side, but the other side looks like 13. So we got to get that out. Aha, I have this in backwards. This is supposed to go this way. I believe. Or is it supposed to go up? Maybe it does go up. And then this just goes down through the middle. I better go look at the Bentley. Yeah, I think this is right. Okay, let me go grab the Bentley and make sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so this is out of Vanagon.com. That's where I got all the parts for this thing. But it does show it right here as up. Those pieces are up. So I'm gonna make sure we get under there and do it the correct way. All right, so I'm back here, got 13 millimeter. Nope, that's 14. Gotta go get the right tool. You know, it's always funny when you're looking for a 13 millimeter, you can never find it. It's like, I thought this was it. Okay, found the 13. Didn't have to dig too deep, but I'm hoping you can see over this. This is what we're working on here. So those two pieces in the upright position, and let's find, there was a washer, little washer, and a nut that is a lock nut. Just want to make sure we put that on the right way. Okay. All right. So that's in there. See, that's reverse over there. Okay, we still got to tighten it down up top, but I think what I'm going to do next is we need to get in here. And it looks like there's some rubber type wall. Well, that's just not a washer, that's a spacer. Okay, so there is a spacer that goes in between there. You can see where there's a few broken parts that are falling out of there. See, right there. It's a broken piece. Okay, let's see if we can get the other one out of here. Okay, I got all the parts out. Now, gotta see. Well, it is interesting. I must have to I think I have to put the bushing in there first before I put this whole thing on. Which, if that's the case, then I need to take the shifter out again. All right, we're gonna take this piece off that I just put on. Okay, so Mr. Bentley shows a single piece of metal that goes through, not a double piece of metal. I wonder if somebody made this because they didn't have the right bushing. I'm gonna go back underneath there and see if this bushing will just go into the single piece that's there. Very interesting. All right, we're gonna go check it out. Check out underneath. Okay, so it does look like if I grease that up and push it through this way, it will just sit in there, and that's about the size of what it should do. So it'll get some grease and maybe some pliers. See if I can push that through there. I was inside and I noticed a loud noise, and sure enough, there was the metal thing that fell and bounced. I came out here looking and I'm like, huh, what was that? So we're gonna see if we can get this thing in here. Got a little bit of grease on there. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can make this work. I just gotta have enough hands, huh? Okay, so when we were doing the shifter, we warmed it up and then did it. It doesn't say that it's supposed to be hard. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Let me think about this. What if I got it on a shaft that was that size, and then now it wouldn't push through because it would have, it would need slack. Okay, we're gonna try this. The only scary thing about doing what I'm about to do is I only have one. So if it doesn't work, then we'll have problems. I think what I'm going to do is heat it up just a little bit without burning my fingertips. Ow, yep. Yeah, it burns the fingertips, alright. Stir it down a little bit. Yep. Let's see if that gets it soft enough to get it through here. screwdriver. Oh yeah, I think it was going. I know you can't see, but I'm trying not to also stab my finger. Ah. Okay, so you couldn't see that, but what I was doing was pushing it through with my finger, and look at that. That fits in there nice and snug. Okay. I just barely warmed it up because it was burning my fingers. We're gonna put some more grease on the inside there because there's like a slot inside there for some grease. Okay, grease inside. Okay, that's about where it goes, right there. And interesting, that really doesn't do a bad job there. Okay, so now we've got to go back and hook that back up again. You already saw how I did that, but so I won't show you again. Not much power left in the GoPro, but I'm pretty sure Volkswagen did it right when they created that shift bushing. But you know, some people, I guess, just decide they want to do their own thing and circumvent the process. Let me show you that movement right there. The scratching you're hearing is back there. That'll be up a little bit higher when it gets to that point, but that movement, you want it to be snug right there, and then you shouldn't have any problems with your shifting. Same thing here, reverse. If you don't want reverse, first, second, third, and fourth. That's how the old ones work. There should be more than 650 people that have air-cooled Vanagons. So if you're out there and you're not subscribed, subscribe to Mr. Smith Garage. Okay, well, I'm back. I was gonna sign off there and not do another little short thing, but I figured, you know what? I should show you at least where the engine's coming along. So here's what we're looking at here on the engine. Got a few things on. I'm kind of glad that I put some of these things on for the heater, because there's some of them that would be really difficult to put them on up underneath the car. You could do it, but it'd just be more difficult. And then back in here, you can see I've got that piece set in there. Yeah, so it's looking pretty good. Just a few more things to do. You can see I put the seal around, and the place where I cut it was here, which is kind of underneath the air cleaner box, so you don't really see it. Some people say to put it in the middle back here, but I like it in the back or underneath there. So there's threads here for the EGR filter, and they just don't have any threads anymore, so we're gonna have to drill those a little bit bigger and put some threads in there and hope that I can make it fit the EGR filter. So that's a little project that we're doing. Hey Zero, how you doing? You still got a little bit of sun here, huh? Zero would love to be hanging out front with me, but he also is very happy to see anybody that would come by, and so it would just not be a good thing. Okay, well, we are going to sign off this time for sure, and I'll do a video since it's weekend, and we'll upload one. And have a great day. Thanks for joining. Again, 650 subscribers. We need more, and there's got to be more than 650 air-cooled Vanagon folks out there that are interested in what's going on with Jack, the 1981 California emission air-cooled Vanagon. So, thanks for watching. Enjoy the show.